It's Thursday, and that means it's update day. Here's where it's at for updates from Thursday 28th of April to Thursday the 5th of May 2022. Hi and welcome back. My name's Dan and I'm an old grumpy gamer. Well, it seems like a pretty good week in GTA Online if you're into client jobs, you like the Sumo remix, or are a fan of the Roadgame Versus Mode, with some cracking double and triple money available and some great RP bonuses to be had. Before we dive in, if you're new to the channel, we do how-to guides, news and giveaways, so consider subscribing and ringing the bell to stay up to date. Oh, there are some roadworks outside and it might get a little bit rattly, so apologies in advance. But starting with the Los Santos Car Meets prize ride for the week, we have the Pegasi Zentorno, which is quite the supercar. According to GTA Base, this one tops out at 122 miles an hour or around 196 k's and retails at 725 grand plus upgrades. To win that one, you'll need to place top 3 in some pursuit races 5 days in a row, which is a bit of an ask if I'm honest, but grab it if you have the time. Oh, and this week's test rides are the Ocelot Jaguar, the Lampadati Tiguan, and the Debauchee Champion. And the Debauchee is an absolute cracker, so if you've not tried it before, I'd encourage you to take it for a spin. Speaking of rides, if you're on next gen, this week's HSW ride is the Weaponized Ignis. This one is brutal with a top speed of 146 mile per hour. That's around 235 k's with all of the HSW kit and is worth a whopping 3.245 million plus upgrades. Over to the casino next to take a look at this week's podium vehicle, which is the Euros. This one's great if you're into sports or tuner cars, and according to GTA Base has a top speed of about 93 mile per hour or around 150 kilometers per hour and retails at 1.8 mil plus upgrades. And while we're on the cars, let's take a look at the time trials. The regular time trial, which is on the left edge, sort of about halfway up the map, is coast to coast, with a par time of 2 minutes and 29.4 seconds. This one's likely to be easiest with a motorcycle, but if you don't have one of those, you can always pick up something off the street or buy a Pegasi Batty from Southern San Andreas Supersports at a whopping 15 grand. And with a 100k first prize, it'll pay for itself in one round. The RC time trial starts near Cypress Flats this time, with a par time of 1 minute and 30 even. So if you've got the Arena Workshop and have invested in the Bandito, there's a quick 100k there too. Finally, if you're lucky enough to have scored a next-gen console, the Howes Special Works time trial this week is Pacific Bluffs, with a par time of 3 minutes and 31 even. Don't forget you'll need a HSW vehicle to participate in this one, which ain't cheap, but you can do these time trials as many times as you like. You just need to wait for the cooldown, which is 1 in-game day or 48 real-world minutes. Keeping the money train rolling, double cash and RP is available on all sell missions for client jobs. So there's some serious cash to be made there. In addition, we have triple cash and RP on Sumo Remix, triple cash and triple RP on the Roadgame Versus Mode, 1.5 times cash and RP on the bunker sell missions, and 1.5 times cash and RP on special cargo. Moving on to discounts, we have some pretty weak discounts on the Terabyte and bunkers at 30% off, but if you've not purchased them before, it's worth a look, and you'll also get 30% off renovations if you want to do one up. There's also an eclectic mix of discounts this week, with 30% discount off the biker businesses, 30% on the nightclubs, 30% off executive offices, 50% off the Coquet Blackfin, 40% off the Adder, 40% off the Ardent, 40% off the Omnis, 40% off the 770, and 30% off the Entity XXR. For those with Twitch Prime, your weekly login bonus is 100 grand, so jump in if you have it linked up. And for those subscribing to GTA Plus, firstly, don't, but at the time of recording, the bonuses hadn't been released yet, so there'll be a quick update in the description below, or you can head to the GTA Online subreddit. But again, we do not want to encourage this kind of behavior with Rockstar, so avoid it if you can. Finally, this week's stat challenge is to go to the shooting range and hit all the targets, which will increase your character's shooting ability. And thanks for watching. Check out the video up the top for this week's business guide, or the one down the bottom for some more old grumpy gamer goodness. Stay safe, wash your hands, and we'll see you in the next video.